Welcome back to the O Show, everything crypto and NFTs every day. Bitcoin is pumping. We are officially above $30,000. Can we sustain? I also think Ethereum is programmed to hit $10,000, but we may or may not cover that today. I may have to talk about it on another show. We've got some interesting news, a lot of interesting news. A lot of Bitcoin ETFs have been officially filed, and the timing is interesting. And again, on the 3:30 p.m. PST shows, it's a 3 to 5 minute video, and I break these complex concepts down very, very fast and effectively. And I force you to critically think about what is happening in our world and what is happening in the crypto asset space. Very, very interesting stuff we're going to talk about. And there's a lot of altcoins that have been going absolutely bonkers. Some fundamental news for some great stuff. So we're going to discuss it all. I got you. Have no fear. And what are we going to talk about first? Oh, PEPE is up 37.2%. And you know what? I just should have kept my mouth shut and bought some more. Why didn't I? Well, I haven't been trading that too terribly much, and I've been really, really, really cautious what I get into. However, I support your right to be absolute degens and make as much money as ethically as possible. We have a poll at the top over here. What will Bitcoin do first? Hit 31,500? Break down to 28,000, or pineapple black olive jalapeno pizza? This is not pre-recorded. Silly gooses. This is not pre-recorded. People are so weird sometimes. And this is live. I do all of my stuff live. And yes, I'm a girl who actually knows about crypto, who actually can trade, who actually can break some of these very complex topics down into things that are very easy. And I go live. I go live on Tiki Tacky. I go live on YouTube, go live everywhere. And I talk that talk. And yes, I sometimes even go live on stage and talk about these complex topics as well. Mind-boggling, right? Who would have thought? Also, I've got this crazy piece of hair popping up too. Anyways, though, but yeah, there's a lot of insanity happening in the market. The timing of the whole Blackrock thing and these other ETFs that are coming up is just insane. And I feel like a lot of it is putting pressure on Gary Gensler and the SEC. Like, hey. But we'll talk about that. Don't worry. Who cares if you're a girl? It's crypto. I understand that, but it still is very, very taboo. I mean, I'm not going to talk about the whole men versus women thing in crypto, but there's some very interesting caveats there. Anyways, let's go ahead and get back into it. I got places to be. I got stuff to do. Today's an exciting day for Lo. She's on a bus for school right now. I want to I guess I'll show you guys this because it's super funny. It's super cute what she sent me and her dad. She's got a device so we can track her and whatnot. But this is what she sent us this morning. A bunch of poo. Because why not? She said she missed her bus. She actually didn't miss her bus because I can track her. Anyways, let's go ahead. Did you just care about your physical appearance? I do care about my physical appearance. I do. I have to wear a face full of makeup, all that stuff. It sucks. I hate it, but it is what it is. Anyways, back to crypto. Everything is up. The fact that we have things pumping like actually 20% in a day, that's fantastic. And again, this is Crypto Bubbles. It is completely free. They don't pay me. I wish that they did, but I love it. It gives a really cute comparison as to what's happening in the market. MATIC up 9.9%, CFX 30.7%, Bitcoin Cash 25.5%. The reason why Bitcoin Cash is up this much is because EDX, which is like a brand new crypto exchange backed by Fidelity and Citadel and some of these other big guys. I'm not pregnant. No pregnancy here. The gates of life are closed. I had one baby. That's it. My face, it's probably because I'm a little bit greasy. But anyways, and on this exchange, the assets they have listed are Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, and Bitcoin Cash. Funny, right? So we'll see if they list any more. That's going to be up to the SEC. That will be up to the SEC. Your overlords, who your blue president put into office was Mr. Gensler, because he's super qualified. But anyways, I want to go to let's go over here. Take a look at Bitcoin. This is amazing. And again, you guys, I was wrong. And the reason why this was wrong, even though I said this would happen, was because I thought we were going to get a move down to like 23,000, the MA 200, which I should know better. I should know better that the EMAs are a lot better to use for crypto and Bitcoin than MAs. EMAs move faster. And when we're looking at more volatile markets, we want to use indicators that move faster. Also, Market Cypher, they're a partner of the channel. Excellent. Absolutely excellent. And if you guys are interested in trading, Femex ref link down below. You can use that. Read their terms of services and do that before you use any type of crypto asset exchange. But anyways, we're probably going to flip above this $31,000 area, which would make me immensely bullish. But again, I still want to see us clear 32.5. The reason why, that's when the kind of crypto contagion thingamabobber kind of started happening back around that time, a little bit about over a year ago. I remember when it happened, I was on a little mini vacation, Catalina Island. I made a video for you guys telling y'all to get your stuff off crypto exchanges. Soon after that, Celsius, Voyager, all that stuff happened. So is what it is. We do great work on this channel. But this is going to be an important area. These are some swing wick highs that occurred back on the 11th of May, okay, 2022. So this is going to be an important area to break up. Some people are saying that it is a short squeeze. I don't know if this is going to be a short squeeze or not, babes. We're getting close to summer. Generally, summers are pretty bullish for crypto and Bitcoin. So it kind of depends, but this is kind of what I'm looking at now. I'm getting excited. I do know that we are going to have a big update. We're going to have some more news coming from Blackrock coming close to August. That's what my source told me over there. So it'll be interesting to see. And we're going to talk about Blackrock again later. Bitcoin does look pretty bullish here. Again, it is pretty overextended in my personal opinion. And one of the things that we're seeing to showcase the weakness is that we're currently trading at $29,900 and we had a swing wick high to $30,700. That's indicating a bunch of people, price moved up, but it couldn't sustain. So sellers are pushing price down, Now taking a look at the 4-hour chart, 4-hour chart is also showing this too. But again, market cipher does look a little bit extended and we are starting to trend down. So I'd be a little bit cautious over here. But Wendy, where will we go if we drop? Well, let's go ahead and toss on some EMAs. EMAs are great for this type of stuff. If we do get a bit of a pullback, I would look to like 28.7. This is going to be the EMA 9. The EMA 9 is another really great indicator. So that's kind of what I would look for. And I'm putting on the Bollinger Bands right now just to get another opinion. The Bollinger Bands are also indicating a move to about 20. Well, no, that's EMA 9. I want to say it's over here at about 27.7. Yeah, so we are pinching. We should get a teeny bit of a little pullback. So we'll see how that ends up playing out. And the 45-minute is already starting to pull back over here. So that's what's going on with Bitcoin. Again, you guys, I'm very excited. I think this is absolutely amazing what we're seeing, but I would be pretty cautious. We're still technically in this bear market. And again, understand like a flip of 31.5-ish would be bullish, but a flip of 32.5 would be even more bullish. So it's good. You got to be careful. You got to be cautious over here. Now, there was a big mistake that was made, and I want to talk to you guys about this. So on Binance US, it looks like Bitcoin pumped to approximately $138,000. That's where this chart is. And shout out to Tom Crown. If you guys aren't already subscribed to his channel, go to his channel. He's great. He does a lot more trading and stuff than I do. Support Tom. He's a really nice person. Now, let's talk about this. So this happened on Binance US. Why did this happen on Binance US? Well, because people fat finger and there's liquidity issues, there's mistakes, and there's different things that could happen on centralized exchanges. And this is why I always tell you to set limit orders. You can dollar cost average, you can actively trade, you can buy and hold, you can do whatever it is that you want to do. Sorry, I needed some water. My tummy hasn't been good lately. I also ate 2 Rice Krispie treats yesterday. They were organic. I want to say with brown butter, brown sugar, amazing. But this is why I tell you guys to set limit orders, either limit sells or limit orders. So, or limit buys and limit sells. So if you want to set limit buys, I generally do it at very insane low levels. Why? Because I want to get dumped on. I want to get dumped on super hard. Why would you want to get dumped on, Wendy? That makes no sense. I want to get dumped on because if there's a liquidity issue at the exchange that I'm using, I want to be able to capitalize on that. So if, let's say, for example, we get a scam wick all the way down to like $5,600. That could definitely happen. Or we can get some order, somebody fat fingers a bid, a buy or sell, whatever it is. Your order could potentially get filled. It could potentially get filled. I've known people that this has happened to. It doesn't always play out that way, but it could. So if, let's say, for example, let's say you're trading on exchange X and somebody has some sell at whatever it is, okay? Your partial amount of your order could actually get hit. It's worked. Also, too, that goes vice versa for taking profit. Like me, on some exchanges that I do use, I have bids set for Bitcoin to sell or sells set for Bitcoin around like 100,000, 200,000. And if that ends up happening and we get a scenario like this, I'm going to be in profit. Unfortunately, I was not on Binance US. I was not on Binance US. And a lot of people are not on Binance US right now because of all the drama with the SEC. The SEC is directly hurting their business. That's neither here nor there. But I did want to talk to you guys about that because this is a good piece of alpha that could actually work out in your favor. Anyways, I also want to address this. This is important. Privacy coins are fantastic. I think I own one Zcash, one ZEC. All right, so Zcash is no longer banned in the EU. Privacy is a human right. Privacy is normal. So shout out to this person over here, Zebra person. I had a guy, his name was Zebra guy, or Zebra. I used to call him Zebrahead. He would come on my show a million times before. But anyways, this is important to know that privacy coins are no longer, they're no longer banned in the EU, and they're trying to put pressure on CZ to relist them. However, the reason why Binance is probably not going to relist these right now is they're in a lot of hot water, especially from the United States of America. So it would probably make sense for them to kind of wait and take a step back. I know the community does want them to relist it, but again, you guys, these are businesses, these are centralized businesses, and they do have to kind of comply to what is happening. Okay. So I understand the frustration of them not relisting it, but again, we're our own worst enemies. There's some people in crypto that are calling for regulations. There's some people in crypto that are giving Binance and a lot of these other companies that have been doing things as the best of their ability. They've been giving them crap on the internet. So it's like you don't get to pick and choose. You don't get to pick and choose. So you either support crypto or you don't. It is what it is. I personally think everybody should get to invest whatever it is that they want to invest in, and they should carry the burden and the responsibility. It is what it is. Anyways, we're going to get into the juicy stuff. We have 298 concurrent viewers, only 69 likes. Smash the like. Smash the like, smash the like, smash the like. Oh, you just came from Tom's? Yay, we love Tom. Looks like another M formation. Hi, Lion. Hi, Mike. Hi, Pew Pew. Good morning to Raider. Good morning to everybody. We have 69 likes. Giggity, giggity. Make sure to smash that like. We have 300 people in here. Make sure to hit it hard as you can. As hard as you can. Now, let's go back and talk about some more things because we're going to get into the nitty gritty stuff over here. All right. Just in, 1.5 trillion asset manager Invesco reactivates spot Bitcoin ETF filing. Per this headline here, it sounds like to me they had filed for a Bitcoin ETF, but then removed it. But now they're refiling again. So I was kind of fun posting over here a little bit. I said, who names this crap? Would you manage $1.5 trillion? Please hire somebody with proper marketing. Because Invesco is kind of weird. And this person down over here says they had their name on the Bronco Stadium one time. I hated it. Invesco Field at Mile High. It's just kind of silly. But let's talk about what this means. And also, shout out to CoinDesk. I work for CoinDesk. They pay me a salary monthly, which is very, very nice because YouTube isn't always very reliable. So Invesco reapplies for Bitcoin ETF, advocates for more crypto investment products. Let's read some of the deets over here because this is important. And then I'm going to give you guys my opinion. Yes, I do use notes. Why do I use notes? Because I don't think you guys understand how busy I can get in the morning. I have a 6-year-old I need to manage. I have to get myself up. I have to get her up. She is not a morning person. So these briefs that my producer sends me, I'm very, very grateful. It helps me kind of stay updated with the news. Okay. So Invesco basically argued the lack of a spot Bitcoin ETF, and it pushes investors towards riskier alternatives, FTX, Celsius, BlockFi, and Voyager. This is a stupid argument. What I think is going to end up happening with this is we're not going to have any crypto. We're going to have very, very, very few crypto exchanges in the US. Very, very few. We're going to have to go through TradFi. We will probably have to start going through TradFi, which is kind of not what we want. I want to be able to pick between being able to go through a TradFi entity or a smaller crypto entity. I want to have choices. For example, cable companies, you don't really get to pick who you go with. That's just there. It's whoever's appropriated or appointed to your area. Also, too, with the banking system, we do have credit unions. So I would kind of look at the whole crypto ecosystem transforming to having these big TradFi institutions like Fidelity, Blackrock, etc. And then I would also look at the smaller crypto exchanges like Gemini and Binance and all that kind of stuff as like the little credit unions. Okay. So that's what I'm thinking over there. But let's dig into this a little bit deeper, okay? But they highlighted the need for investor protection. See, this is the thing. We're talking about a Bitcoin ETF. We're not talking about crypto assets. We are talking about a Bitcoin ETF. We are not talking about crypto assets. Bitcoiners don't need protection. I guess some of you that are lazy and don't want to safely secure your private seed phrase, that's your business though. That's your business. But really, if you buy these traditional products, you're going to be buying and holding on to them for a very long time. So I guess that fits the need for most and for quite a few people. I don't want that though. I don't want that. And yes, I do use Dame services. I have an SEP with them, and I believe a crypto asset IRA to help with tax purposes. I've got their link down below, and I don't get paid from them for talking about them on the show. But what I will say is that I do use them, and they make my life very, very easy because I am able to take advantage of tax stuff and stuff like that. So, but the thing is, like, investors need protection to extent, but it's like, where was the SEC? Again, it retorts back to the SEC. The SEC had caused a lot of this stuff. Surveillance sharing agreements facilitate the exchange of info related to market trading activity, clearing possesses, and customer ID. This reduces potential for market manipulation. With Bitcoin, because it is a finite asset, there will always be market manipulation. Instead, it's not going to be the crypto whales doing it. It's going to be TradFi doing it. 1 dozen, or what is it? Half a dozen, 6 of the other. How does that go? I don't know. Anyways, they first filed the Bitcoin spot ETF in 2021 with Galaxy Digital. Shout out to Mike Novogratz. And they also filed for Bitcoin futures ETF, dropped it in October of 2021 after a futures ETF by ProShares was approved and started trading first. So these products they wanted to apply for them in the past, but they were kind of like, eh. And now since BlackRock filed for their Bitcoin spot ETF, more people are going to come in. So basically what's going to happen, we'll see flooding of the market, and the little guys are going to get wiped out. I personally think Grayscale will get absorbed by some other company just because they're pretty in dire straits, in my personal opinion. And again, Genesis, the Gemini Earn, all of that type of stuff was tied. Anyways, and there's another one too. There's another company that is applying for another Bitcoin ETF. Shocking, right? 87 billion manager Wisdom Tree files for spot ETF. I love this. This is so funny. Shout out to Alan. All right, let's read about the details over here and why this is ironic. And again, more of them are going to keep pouring and pouring and pouring and pouring in. So Wisdom Tree is having another go at trying. I love that. And see, mixing, he's from the Europe, from the UK, from the Englands, I think. And people talk like that over there, like PEPE the Pig. I love it. So that's what he typed for me. 87 billion in assets under management. And the SEC rejected the previous applications. But yesterday, Wisdom Tree filed for the Wisdom Tree Bitcoin Trust. It will be listed on the CBOE BZX exchange with ticker BTCW. Intends to value the shares daily based on the CME CF Bitcoin settlement price. This is a rate that aggregates trade flow from major Bitcoin spot exchanges in the US. So they're going to have some sort of way to calculate this. So we will see Bitcoin exchanges in the US, but things are going to get a little bit tricky with these. It's going to get a little bit tricky. And some people in crypto are talking about Bitcoin volatility. One of the reasons why we love Bitcoin is because of the volatility. And a lot of people are like, you know what? A lot of these guys from TradFi that now been into crypto trading, they love it because of the volatility. It's easy to make a lot of money, especially if you have that amazing experience. But a lot of these guys are saying, you know what? The markets are going to start cooling down. It's not going to be as much fun. You're not going to be able to make as much money trading Bitcoin anymore. However, that's different for alt. There's still going to be money making opportunity for altcoins. Now, taking a look at the chat, we have 364 concurrent viewers in here, 135 likes. Smash the like. Let's get it up to 200. Shout out to Brazil. Yeah, Big Wave Dave said 6 one way, half a dozen other. Yep, that's it. Yeah, that's what my daughter did. All right, let's go back down. I want to go to Brazil. I want to start traveling more. I do. Smash the like. Let's get to 200. Okay. Wendy, focus. Don't let the ADHD go cuckoo. Let's focus. All right. Here are 9 fascinating facts to know about Blackrock, the world's largest asset manager and the company that owns majority of America. And if you do not believe me, go to any aisle in the grocery store or any section. For example, go to the baby food section. Google is your friend, it's free. Google on up who owns the particular brands and then see who's a shareholder in the brand. You will find that BlackRock and Vanguard own 99% of America. Oh my goodness. And guess what? These big companies, they got to keep their shareholders happy, because if they don't keep their shareholders happy, the shareholder's going to pay out and the company valuation drops. The company makes less money and they file for bankruptcy. So you see how that works? I've got dandruff, I think. Whatever. I don't care. My hair's dirty. It's dirty. It's a dirty hair, and that's okay. It looks nice though. It's nice and dirty. All right, let's get back into it. Let's talk about these facts from Blackrock. This apparently is an article from March 2022, but it's still relevant. We're going to talk about all these things because it's so important. All right. So former BlackRock investment executive Brian currently leads Biden's National Economic Council. Pretty interesting how connected he is, right? Pretty interesting, right? He serves as his top advisor on economic matters, somebody from BlackRock that owns most of America. Very interesting. Biden also hired former chief of staff to BlackRock, Larry Fink. Serves as top official at Treasury. BlackRock, Larry Fink, is very bullish on crypto. We're going to talk about in a little bit. And he also sells a lot of his stock, which is interesting, but we'll talk about that more. BlackRock has also hired many former government officials into senior roles, which makes sense because they're all circle each other and bribing each other. That's what these people are doing. Why would they not hire each other? His brother was, Thomas Dolan, chair of BlackRock's research arm, served as national security advisor to Obama. Oh boy. His brother was Biden's chief strategist during his presidential campaign. Coreum Stephenson previously worked on bank supervision matters at the Federal Reserve Board, held senior positions at the Fed. I want to work for BlackRock so I can get a cushy job somewhere else. What's my beef with BlackRock? Well, I don't really like monopolization. I don't like corporate capitalism. And I for sure do not like one person having a stake in all of the products I have access to. I don't like that. If you look at the stuff, the ingredients that are in American products compared to overseas, a lot different. This is why a lot of us have a lot of health issues and a lot of problems. Nothing is natural here. They're making us sick. But that's okay. That's okay. And yes, I do love Doritos. Doritos sponsor me. BlackRock's former global chief investment strategist Michael Ply worked in the Obama admin before joining BlackRock, served as chief economic advisor to Miss Kamala Harris. I didn't even know she's our VP half the time. I don't see her. Was assigned special assistant to Obama on economic policy matters and also worked Treasury and the Office Management and Budget. BlackRock also hired former SEC official who ran SEC's investment management division and joined BlackRock to lead external affairs. Do you see how this works now? I know the red 40s and Doritos. I love it though. They're so good. I know I'm terrible. But do you see how all this works? You see how all this works. Biden appointed Gary. Gary had ties to FTX, Sam Bankman-Fried. Gary was a teacher at MIT. Sam Bankman went to MIT. Sam's mother and his father were affiliated with other blue people. Gary gets put into office and attacks crypto, even though he was a fanboy for crypto Binance and other things. All these people from BlackRock work for that same administration or have very close ties there. They probably have some ties to red people too. It is what it is. It is what it is. Is what it is. This is what I have, the information I have in front of me today. Okay. No side is innocent here. I'm just pointing this out. So now we have this attack on crypto. They went after Coinbase, Binance US, but they allowed FTX, Voyager, Celsius, and BlockFi, a lot of these other companies to crash because due to lack of regulation. They refused to. Gary refused to. He just sat in office the entire time. But now BlackRock filed for the Bitcoin ETF after the crypto crackdown. Very interesting timing, right? So all I'm doing here on the show is I'm aggregating this information to you. I'm giving it to you, and I want you to hear what I said. Go hear an opposing source. Go do your own due diligence and come back to me with an opinion, or come back to yourself with an opinion that makes sense to you. I'm not here to tell you what is what. I'm simply here to give you my information, the information that I'm getting, my opinion of it. And I want y'all to think for yourself. You guys are intelligent enough. If you're watching the show and you're in crypto, you know better. We have 356 concurrent viewers, only 185 likes. Smash the likes. Smash the likes. Yes, Bitcoin is pulling back because if you saw those wicks, you can tell that. Queen knows. She's an ADHD too. She knows the deal. Tinfoil hat needed? Yeah, well, we don't need a tinfoil hat, but I will gladly put it on. Because this is what it is. And I don't even think, this is the thing. There are some conspiracy theories that are absolutely insane. Super, super crazy. But at the same time, are they really? Are they really? Are they? All right, let's keep going. Let's keep it going. So this was about Mr. Blackrock, people. Now let's talk about this. More stuff. Mr. Blue Man. Okay, Mr. Blue Man. Mr. Blue Man. Oh, oops, sorry. I clicked another button I wasn't supposed to. Let's talk about Mr. Blue Man over here. More Blue Man ties to BlackRock. Eric Van Nostrand, BlackRock Managing Director, who is the head of research for sustainable investments and multi-asset strategies, left in 2022 to join the Treasury. Very interesting, right? He's a senior advisor on economic issues tied to R&U. Didn't we just accidentally send $6.5 billion there? The Pentagon did, right? Right? That's okay, though. That's okay. I know for damn sure, I'm gonna tell you all something right now. For damn sure, I am not mistakenly sending anybody money. Why? Because I'm poor. I need the money. I'm not really poor. I'm doing okay. But what I'm saying is I'm not going to accidentally send my money to somebody because it's my money. But the reason why the Pentagon didn't is because it's not their money. So they're going to call for that refund back? Probably not. They're probably just going to send more. How does that happen? How does that happen? Anyways, let's keep it going. Right. At BlackRock, he led a global team focused on developing sustainable investment strategies. Of course, so super sustainable because they're investment strategies. Super sustainable, I'm sure. Also responsible for a team coordinating research and portfolio strategy at BlackRock. Well, because he got that insider information, baby. You went ahead and you work over the treasury and you got this insider information you get from the public servants, and you create investment strategies. You're giving people money, taking them to nice dinners. Woof! That's the way it works. This is why it's problematic. But guess what? I'm going to grift just as hard as everybody else and stack that Bitcoin bag as ethically as possible. And I will profit like an MF because I've been stacking. I'm going to be the grift, man. Shout out to Hotep Jesus for teaching me how to grift properly. This included global economics, asset allocation, and portfolio construction because they're in bed with the policy makers and the public servants. This is how this works. And if you don't understand how this works yet, I don't know what to tell you. Shout out to Cade. I don't know what to tell y'all. Anyways, let's get into the next one. Got some more stuffs for you beautiful people. Beautiful people. Okay. All right. I've got some intel on this. Okay. BlackRock Recruiter says politicians can be bought. War is good for business. Okay. I'm going to address this. We're going to cover what happened, and I will tell you why this is kind of silly from my source. So apparently there's footage of this guy. He was a low-level HR guy, recruiter, okay? Low level. So this is really kind of out of his scope. And this is according to my source. I know somebody that does work over at BlackRock and is above this person and says, I know him and he's talking way out of his scope. And people are saying, well, why did this get publicized? Well, because the person who posted it, I believe it was O'Keefe, the more clicks you get, the better. And right now BlackRock is trending, and with SEO purposes, everywhere, absolutely everywhere, because the Bitcoin ETF. So of course everybody's going to talk about it. I've been talking about. I'm trying to ride that grift train, man. I'm trying to ride that grift train too. But no, I really do actually care about this stuff. It is very important because this is part of our lives. It impacts our future generations. Got a 6-year-old. I told you I go hard for my kid. I also go hard for the underdogs too. Anyways, this was apparently taken by an undercover journalist with a hidden camera. It was probably orchestrated. Recruiter believes BlackRock wielded substantial power, influence in global matters due to significant financial resources. I believe this is true. Discusses his views on the potential ease of influencing, manipulating politicians for personal betterment. 100%. You can buy people, you can buy candidates, etc. Blah, 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 blah. I won't go too further into it. But basically, my source said that this guy is talking a little bit out of his scope. It's probably a lot of conspiracy stuff. We don't really have substantial proof to show this. We would have to dig in super deep, but I wouldn't be surprised. I would not be surprised if any of this is true because this is stuff that we talk about all the time. That's just my personal opinion, though. But do your due diligence, etc. Shout out to Johnny Bots for the $20 super chat. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. You guys, give him a round of applause. We have 382 concurrent viewers and 210 likes. Let's get up to 300 likes. Get me up to 300 likes. If you're not going to go ahead and give a super chat like Johnny Bots, go ahead and smash that like. We have a poll at the top. What will Bitcoin do first? 31.5, 28,000, or pineapple jalapeno pizza? Yep, Peter said, oh, thank you guys so much for the car. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. He's trying to impress the girl. Yeah. Not him, but Blackrock people. All right. Oh, thank you. Me trying to impress. Thank you, Johnny. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. But everything is negotiable in the world. It is. All right. Let's go ahead. Let's keep going. We got lots more stuff to cover, my babies, my beautiful, intelligent people. You guys are beautiful, intelligent people. Thank you guys so much for the love on TikTok. Thank you. Thank you, Matthew. I appreciate you. All right. What are we covering next? All right, Wendy, focus. Raider knows. I'll be talking to Raider in DMs. I'll be like, and then I'll be like, something completely different. And he's like, but he knows how to decipher it by now because I'm a crazy person. Okay, now let's talk about the inflation. So let me go ahead and pull up my thingamabobber. For Ticky Tacky, y'all got to go over to YouTube. Thank you so much, Matthew. I appreciate it. Go to YouTube. You'll hear everything there. All right, let me go and pull this up because I'm a boomer. And let's go hear about what Mr. Powell said. But before we listen to what Mr. Powell said, he basically expects more rate hikes ahead as inflation fight has a long way to go. This is the thing though, Powell. It's costing us so much money for mortgage rates, credit cards, like all of these rates going up. It is hurting Americans. It is hurting American taxpayers. Just because you guys made stupid decisions doesn't mean we should pay for it. I don't want to pay for your stupid decisions. I don't. I do not want to pay for your stupid decisions. Stop raising my damn rates. But they know best, right? They know best. Let's go ahead and listen to the clip. And I'll scream and yell too.
Inflation has moderated somewhat.
Inflation has not moderated. This is the thing that these people tell you. They will sit here and tell you that it's going down and it's transitory and it's gone down. It hasn't gone down. Things are expensive. Interest rates are high. We cannot afford this crap. They haven't gone down moderately, and increasing them isn't going to fix this. And I don't care what school of economics you went to. I don't care about your degree. Your degree is just a piece of paper. I can get access to the same books that you read to get your degree without paying hundreds of thousands of dollars. And that's problematic for me. I digress. Let's keep it going.
Since the middle of last year. Nonetheless, inflation pressures continue to run high, and the process of getting inflation back down to 2% has a long way to go.
No doubt.
Despite elevated inflation, longer-term inflation expectations appear to remain well anchored, as reflected in a broad range of surveys of...
That's because you manipulate the market. And your buddies over at Blackrock and Vanguard and all this other crap. But go on.
Households, businesses, and forecasters, as well as measures from financial markets. With inflation running well above our longer run goal of 2% and with labor market conditions remaining tight, the FOMC has significantly tightened the stance of monetary policy. We've raised our policy interest rate by 5 percentage points since early last year.
Congratulations.
And have continued to reduce
we did it,
our securities
Joe.
Holdings at a brisk pace. Inflation has moderated somewhat since the middle of last year. Nonetheless, inflation pressures continue to run high, and the process of getting inflation back down to 2% has a long way to go. Despite elevated inflation, longer-term inflation expectations appear to remain well anchored, as reflected in a broad...
Yeah, I don't have no patience listening to this. I get very irritated. I get very bored, and it's just a bunch of BS. Basically, what they're going to do is they're going to keep raising interest rates, and they're going to keep hurting the American people. It literally is what it is. Oh, thank you so much. Somebody wants to run a bath for me and make me a steak. I actually want pizza today. So if you feed me pizza in the bath, that's good. Okay, I want to finish reading some of the stuff. All right. So basically nearly all FOMC participants expect it will be appropriate to raise interest rates somewhat further by the end of the year. They're talking about potentially 0.5 percentage points through the end of the year and would indicate 2 more hikes, assuming quarter point moves. Got to trade that stuff. Powell emphasized the rate decisions will be made based on incoming data and meeting by meeting rather than preset course. He briefly discussed the recent banking failures, said it was a reminder that the Fed needs to make sure its supervisory and regulatory practices are appropriate. And Unusual Whales did report that Powell said he would not support central bank digital currency for individuals. But I do believe Powell is bullish on stablecoins. What was said over here? Let me pull that up. Justin Powell said, we see stablecoins as a form of money. So basically, what does this mean? I see stablecoins as a form of money. It basically indicates that they're probably going to be regulated like a like a fiat currency, in my personal opinion. I still am the believer that we're going to have USDC, the CBDC of the US. I could be wrong, though. I could be wrong. What do I know about it? I'm just dumb. I'm just a shock jock. I don't know. But things are getting hot and they're getting spicy, and they're also getting very, very expensive. Very, very expensive over here. All right. Now, what is our next story? Oh, Powell. This is Alan is ridiculous. Anyways, we got to talk about syscoin over here, because they're doing some cool stuff. So I'm going to disappear from the screen. We're going to talk about syscoin. Again, you guys, they are a partner of the channel, and they've got some very exciting things coming in the launch. So the syscoin Rollux mainnet launch is coming very, very soon. Apparently, it's going to be happening about a week from today, which is going to be approximately on June 28th. This is something to be exciting for. This means airdrops. You like airdrops. We love airdrops. They're good. It's basically free stuff. Okay. We love free stuff, especially if you're a mama like me and you like to do the couponing thing. Anyways, you can get a sneak peek at some of the partners they have lined up. And yes, I do have some inside information for you guys. They have about hundreds of partners signed up and more coming on the way. And the syscoin ecosystem is going to go absolutely crazy. You can kind of look at this like Optimism and Arbitrum, those types of airdrops over there, in my personal opinion. And also, too, I highly recommend that you do look into this wallet over here. It's going to be important so you can participate. So Pally is the official syscoin wallet. It's open source, easy to use, and multi-chain. Anything that's multi-chain is important. And this looks like it's going to be launching on June 22nd. The best way that I would use Pally wallet is I would, in fact, put it on a burner phone. And you can store your crypto there that way if you want to. But anyways, so basically, it also has UTXO support for Bitcoin, which we all know everybody's buying Bitcoin right now to front run Blackrock. It also has EVM support, very similar to MetaMask. And it's also it's really like Bitcoin and Ethereum all rolled into one. And Pally version 2 for desktop is out now. That basically means you could use it from a desktop. And the mobile comes out tomorrow. So we're literally right around the corner. And also, as far as SuperDApp goes, I've got an interview with them on my channel. So make sure you guys pay attention. It's basically this big app that does everything, and it's powered by AI. That's going to be coming soon. And I'm very, very excited for that. I sat down with them and I talked about the app, and it's basically going to allow you to do everything from one mobile app, emails, chats, sending money, notes, and it's all AI powered. So I like it. Again, you guys can check this out. There's no cost for you to check it out. The links are down below. If you don't want to, that's fine too. That's your business. But let's get into the next thing here. This is a funny story here. And shout out to Ran. I believe Ran's going to be on crypto, killer whales with me, which will be fun too. But he says the Silk Road Bitcoin that were seized by the US government are on the move. So far, a small test transaction only. Here's a transaction. So he posted this here. Oh, I bit my lip. I bit my lip. Now, let's see what's going on. Yeah, I just wanted to go ahead and show that here. I'm not going to pull this up and go into it too much, but I just want you guys to know, anytime the government seizes any type of crypto asset, it gets dumped on Coinbase. Oh, we're going to get rid. I literally love blocking stupid people. I love it. It makes me super happy. It makes me very, very happy. Bite Size says, I can't wait for the whole thing to go away, just like Beanie Babies. No, Beanie Babies are still being sold, but we'll get rid of you too. We'll get rid of you too. What do you do? Oh, okay, because you're okay, Bite Size is a grifter on, he's a food grifter. We're going to block you too. We'll go ahead and block you too. I love it. I love it. You're probably an alpha male. Probably self-proclaimed alpha male. Right? Probably. Ooh, I love the self-proclaimed alpha males. But also, too, you guys, apparently Andrew Tate's Bitcoin, some of it was seized by Romanian officials, which I don't care for him at all, any way, shape, or form, but that kind of sucks. That kind of sucks. You know, I don't know. I don't think anybody should be able to seize anybody else's Bitcoin. I don't know exactly how that happened, but that's what I read. There's some people cheering it, whatever. I mean, if he is actually found guilty of the things that he was accused of, fine, I don't care. But right now, I don't think he was, right? So why should they take his stuff? And just because I don't like him doesn't mean that people should be able to take his money. I believe owning your money. I believe owning your own money is a basic human right. That's just my opinion. And see, it's okay to not like somebody, but to also support them in different aspects. Okay. All right. We have 380 concurrent viewers and only 258 likes. Let's get it up to 300. Let's get it up to 300. Let's get it up to 300. Here for the alpha. Protect your peace. Exactly. All right. 394. Almost 400s. Come on. All right. What will Bitcoin do first? You guys, there's a poll at the top. Are we going to go to 31.5 or are we going to go back down to 28,000? Anyways, I love men. This is the thing. I love men. Adore men. Oh, God, there's more. There's just more dumb people. They're just so, like, this is the thing. TikTok is super interesting to me. It's like, TikTok is so interesting. The group on TikTok cannot make this. You guys listen to people and you don't do your own due diligence, and you don't even listen to people. You just do what you want to do and hear what you want to hear. And it's absolutely mind-boggling to me. And this is why I'm so upset over people being excited about Blackrock, because everybody's like, oh my God, number goes up, but they're not looking at the bigger picture. And again, I'll grift, I'll make as much money as possible. I'll make as much money as possible here. I know there is a lot of you on TikTok that are very good at it, but I get so many whining people in my comments, on TikTok. It's like, yikes. And that's mainstream. But this is why, but again, back to why I'm talking about BlackRock again. This is why I'm so frustrated about the BlackRock ETF, because it's going to get approved. The big banks and TradFi are going to come in. They're going to convince you that we need them, but in reality, we don't. So I get it for adoption, but at the same time, are we really going to have equal access to crypto assets? Are we going to get equal access to crypto assets because these guys are coming in? Probably not anymore. A lot of our liberty is going to be taken away, and people are going to be. Why am I on TikTok Live? Because it's funny. And I'm on YouTube Live too. All right. When you check out the price action on Joe, not right now. We've got lots of stuff. 382 concurrent viewers, 287 likes. Let's get up to 300. I want to take a dab at Wendy. Yeah, I just want you guys to understand, like, because the banks force us to be lazy because they're supposed to take care of everything on their own. But again, with FDIC insurance, they don't even have enough FDIC insurance to cover everybody. And even the people that have more than let's just remove the people that have more than $250,000 in there. They're not getting paid back for sure. But everybody else that's under that, they're not going to pay all of you back. Is what it is. And that's us being lazy and allowing other people to hold our money for us. But I'm a bank user too, so I can't get too terribly mad. My job is to educate you and I'll talk to you about cold storage. Anyways, let's keep it moving. We got lots to cover. All right. Oh, this one's a good one. This one is a good one here. Okay. Hold up. DeFi and stablecoins are under attack. There was a really important piece written from CoinDesk, which we'll talk about. So stablecoins DeFi likely to be SEC's next targets in U.S. crypto crackdown. If USD coin is targeted by regulators, the impact on Coinbase revenue could be significant, report said. Just so you know, Coinbase is heavily invested in Circle. I want to say they were one of the early Circle investors. Okay. But this is the thing. When we're talking about stablecoins being impacted, Tether is not even an American company, but they're under heavy scrutiny by the NYAG, and they have been, which is bizarre to me. It doesn't make sense, but I guess that's the way the world works. And so is Circle. Circle is like very, 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 very regulated. All the USDT and USDT and USDC, they're pretty much very compliant. They do whatever the government tells them to do, the public servants tell them to do. So I'm not understanding the issue. But again, there will be more crackdowns with that, in my personal opinion. Also, to you guys, another important thing to note is that a lot of these companies have facilities overseas and they're already prepping for that. So if something happens in crypto, or in the US and it's completely banned, they're going to go overseas. Circle has a Ponzi scheme. I don't know. If they can show one-to-one backing by the assets, is it a Ponzi scheme? I don't know. Anyways, let's cover this stuff. All right. So investment bank Bergen says DeFi and stablecoins are likely to become the next targets in the SEC's crypto crackdown. The SEC was already talking about DeFi Warren was already talking about DeFi, I believe. And if you guys remember, Sam Bankman-Fried potential regulatory framework suggestions was attacking stables, attacking DeFi, attacking all these different crypto entities. And basically what they wanted to do is they wanted to destroy all this stuff or say that it's bad, we need to ban it and make it all legal on FTX and have the government control it. Sam Bankman-Fried was the second largest Biden donor, so I'll leave that there. Okay. But this is the thing too. The SEC wants to go after DeFi. And if the SEC does in fact want to go after DeFi, what is going to happen? What is going to happen? If the SEC completely goes after DeFi, there's going to be more and more people who are going to continue to stay anonymous, and it's going to cause a lot more problems in the industry. And that's because they refuse to let us build. I don't think that this is a good thing. I think that what the SEC and the public servants need to do, they need to create a separate entity similar to the CFTC and the SEC that has crypto people, red and blue people, and figure out some sort of laws and regulations here, some sort of compromise. Because right now what's happening, it is not going to be good any way, shape, or form. You're going to force more people into the shadows and force more innovation off seas. But when does the SEC care about that? Now, okay, this is just a really quick story over here. Where is it? Okay. Central bank proposed CBDC stablecoin standards with Amazon Grab running trial. So basically, this is the Monetary Authority of Singapore that proposed standards for using digital money, including CBDCs and tokenized bank deposits on a distributed ledger. They've got a white paper. It was produced with the IMF, Bank of Korea, and more. Again, Asia, not US. Asia, not US. One of the things that they do want to do here that I don't like and scares me is payments are released to the merchant that only after the customer receives the items purchased. This is not good, and I'll explain to you why this isn't good. There's something known as chargeback. So basically what you can do is, with a chargeback, what you can do is you can receive an item, then you can call your credit card company and say, hey, I didn't receive this item or I didn't make this transaction. The credit card transaction will then be reversed. The merchant loses, the person can scam. Okay. So the fact that they're going to wait to release the payment, that kind of removes the whole P2P aspect, because with a P2P transaction, let's say I want to buy, let's say a crypto Rican Queen. Well, let's say I want to buy something from her, she can send me an item and I can trust her that I'm going to get the item and then I can send payment. P2P transaction. And with Bitcoin and crypto assets, there's no one to call to reverse that accent. Who knows if they're going to actually give the refund back that way. So this is where it gets a little bit dangerous. So one of the use cases for crypto and Bitcoin was the chargeback thing. But now if they do this, it can get a little bit murky, a little bit weird. But we'll see how it plays out. And Amazon's a part of it, which makes complete sense. Now, this one I'm going to talk later about Vitalik and his double dipping and stuff. FTX bankruptcy fees already topped 200 million, court examiner says. This is what happens. This is what happens. And let me talk to you about bankruptcy law. Bankruptcy law is probably one of the most absurd ever because you have to hire very competent and expensive attorneys. The attorneys dealing with FTX, they make over $2,000 an hour. $2,000 an hour. $2,000 an hour. And basically, bankruptcy protects the company, fills the pockets of attorneys, and screws the people that were affiliated with the company or people that were using that particular asset, which sucks. Because at the end of the day, that money is going to go, instead of it going to actual creditors, it's going to attorneys. And I get it. Attorneys work really hard. They should be compensated for their time to have to deal with all this BS. But at the same time, the issue that we have is a legal structure in the US when it comes to bankruptcy, is what it is. And it sucks. It's sad. It sucks. Very, very sad. Very, very upsetting to me, in my personal opinion. We have 402 concurrent viewers, 320 likes. Let's get up to 400 likes. Let's get up to 400 likes. Thank you so much. Let's get up to 400 likes. Push this out. Push this out. Get it out. Next. This is funny. I love this. This is from Arthur Hayes. We love Arthur Hayes. He is the ultimate Chad. Ultimate Chad. If you don't know who Arthur Hayes is, he is the co-founder of BitMEX. And this guy right here says, Arthur Hayes says, why did 3AC die? Please enlighten us. Kyle Davies was a part of 3AC. He says, Three Arrows Capital is long dead, long live 3AC Ventures. Basically, one scammer going to create a different entity and scam there. And the fact that Arthur Hayes was like, F you, you're dumb, I absolutely love it. He's one of the best bloggers in crypto too. If you don't know what BitMEX is and you haven't been liquidated on BitMEX, welcome to the jungle, baby. ARPA network goes live, mainnet on Ethereum. It's basically going to ignite minting of the remaining 500 million ARPA tokens that have been reverse staking out of max play. What the hell is this? Hold on. I don't know what this is. I don't want to talk about this. I don't know what ARPA is. I don't know what it is. I just don't. However, we will talk about this. We will talk about Coreum. The reason why we're talking about Coreum is because we've partnered with them. So we want to introduce our new partners, Coreum, and I'm happy to talk about them to you. And they've built a blockchain made especially for businesses. So if you're a business and you're interested in a blockchain, check them out. And it's basically things that we envision blockchain being used for, but very, very early on. And this is kind of before meme coins and JPEGs and all this type of stuff. And now we actually have legitimate blockchain companies that are creating. And they're one of the things that is really awesome about them is they have the first EGB. The first EGB network, a new generation of blockchain geared towards enterprise solutions. So again, this is going to be more so for businesses. So if you're a business owner, you might want to take a look. EGB is an enterprise grade blockchain. It's a new generation of blockchains geared towards enterprise solution, and it's in compliance with ISO 222. TikTok, you guys love the ISO 222. And YouTube, I don't know if I've talked about it enough to you guys, but basically these are kind of like safe crypto assets, but a lot of people, especially on TikTok, they're very, very bullish on the ISO 222. But basically, it's a new standard introduced by Coreum with the tools and infrastructure that businesses of any size need to build and run decentralized applications. So basically, it's for building decentralized applications. And the key elements EGB brings are security, scalability, interoperability, efficiency, and compatibility with regulatory requirements. And that's where the ISO 2022 comes into play. And of course, they do have grants. So if you're poor and you're like, hey, I can't afford this, what do I do? But they do have developer grants for people that are doing really, really amazing things. Alrighty. And any industry can build on Coreum: commercial banking, automated lending, real estate, supply chain management, capital markets compliance, and healthcare. And you can actually build the entire New York Stock Exchange there. And don't worry about the whole enterprise thing. Again, if you want to build on top of Coreum, they have got grants, which are immensely important. Now, thank you to our partners over at Coreum, but we got to talk about Cardano. Crypto exchange BIT unveils options market for Cardano's ADA tokens. Somebody on TikTok just mentioned ADA. So looks like there is a option or options. Looks like a crypto exchange BIT has option markets for Cardano's ADA token. Let's talk about this a little bit because I know some people do like options. And I believe options are basically when you bet if coin goes up or coin goes down. People like those. People like those. Oh, where did my thing go? Oh, here we go. So, yeah, it's a BIT is a derivatives exchange and that rolled out options tied to ADA today. The options are denominated and settled in US dollars. One ADA options contract represents one ADA. Basically, okay, I'll give you a little bit better explanation as to what options are. But basically, it's a derivatives contract that gives you the right to buy or sell an underlying asset at a certain price on or before a specific date. So basically, you're betting that something does X, Y, and Z. Also, I'm not going to get too much into it. We've got quite a bit of information on options. Also, too, they plan to add more alts and meme coins soon. Hopefully, it's more Cardano alts. And we do have to talk about Polygon because, again, I do hold Polygon. I am a MATIC fanatic, and I know a lot of you guys are as well. But basically, Polygon MATIC, they have an AI guide powered by ChatGPT that launches for Web3 enthusiasts. It leverages ChatGPT 4, and it's an AI guide trained on all public Polygon documentation and general Web3 content, and it's currently in beta. Again, Polygon is one of my top projects that I do hold and that I do like. I've got a couple others as well, but the fact that these guys keep building regardless of what's happening with them in the SEC, they don't even care. And I want to say they came out of India too. So again, they really don't care about what is happening with all this stuff. But anyways, I do have to get going. Because I've got meetings and calls and things and all of this stuff and all of that type of things happen. And we have 385 concurrent viewers, 348 likes, $20 super chat. Please smash the like, get this to 400. We have 100 on Tiki Taki. Somebody says, what is the best cold wallet for Canada? So again, you guys, really quickly with cold wallets, Paper Wallet is the secure and the safest, but private seed phrase. Then Ledger Trezor, Arculus Tangent, If you can't afford those, what you do is you can get a burner phone and you can put on the Pally wallet from Syscoin, which is going to be launching soon. Keep it offline, or a MetaMask or Trust wallet. Or if you have an old desktop, you can download desktop wallets that are specific to that particular chain that you're using. But again, those are just the different options that I'm going to give. Y'all got to figure that stuff on your own. But anyways, WendyO is out. I need to go. I need to eat. And I can't wait to see my baby. I'm back. Got your pizza ordered. I love you, Slump. Plug. I appreciate it. And shout out to my YouTube babes. I got a great video for you guys. Shout out to Cali Freehouse. Shout out to Cali Freehouse. I got a really great video for you guys today. So I need you guys to stay tuned because we're kind of going to talk about XRP and ETHgate. Ethereum co-founder Vitalik is listed as a co-founder of WX Blockchain, part owner of Prometheum, which was recently given rights to operate crypto exchange in the US. Other filings show Buterin also a chief scientist at Wanks Blockchain Labs. Apology for butchering that, but this is very important and it's going to relate directly back to the Hinman document. So check out for more on that. WendyO is sending y'all love and light. You're intelligent, you're good enough, and you're going to do very, very well if you continue to watch this show. Bye, babes. Bye, Ticky Tacky. Love you guys. And shout out to all the men. Appreciate you guys. Love y'all. Be good.